Hello, friends, and welcome back to the another amazing and a brand new live stream. So, guys, former CIA Director John Brennan is now pushing back and against a Justice Department investigation that could have the serious political and legal consequences. Brennan's lawyers say he has been formally told he is the target of a criminal probe tied to Russia election interference assessment from 2016, and they are raising alarms about how and where that investigation is being handled. So, guys, just let's break down why this investigation exists, the background of the case, what Brennan could be facing, and what happens next. So, this all goes back to Barack Obama administration intelligence community assessment released in Jan 2017, which concluded that Russia ran a covert influence campaign to help Donald Trump to defeat Hillary Clinton. John Brennan, who was CI director at the time, played a central role in shaping that assessment. While Trump himself was investigated during his first term and never charged with conspiring with Russia, he has long argued that the entire Russia probe was politically motivated and has openly sought accountability or retribution against officials involved. Fast forward to now, federal prosecutors have issued subpoenas to Brennan and other former intelligence and law enforcement officials seeking documents related to how that Russia assessment was prepared. Brennan's attorneys say prosecutors have told them directly that Brennan is a target, meaning potential charges are not off the table, even though the Justice Department has not publicly said what specific crimes are being investigated. That brings us to the new development. Brennan's legal team has written to U.S. District Judge Celia Altagna in Florida, asking her to step in and prevent what they describe as judge shopping by Justice Department. They argue prosecutors are trying to steer the case towards Judge Alan Cannon, the same judge who previously issued rulings favorable to President Trump and ultimately dismissed the classified documents case against him. According to Brennan's lawyer, the investigation started bouncing between the jurisdictions, including Pennsylvania, before landing in Florida, even though the intelligence assessment at the center of the case was created by officials working in Washington, D.C. They say prosecutors can't clearly explain why Florida is even the proper venue, and they are especially concerned about efforts to move the case from Myanmar to the Fort Pierce division, where Judge Cannon is the only judge. Their argument is simple. Judges overseeing grand jury investigations have enormous power, from resolving disputes over subpoenas to making rulings that can shape the entire direction of a case. Now, Brennan's team says the Justice Department should not be allowed to maneuver the process so that a favored judge ends up controlling those decisions. As for the charges, that part remains unclear. Prosecutors have not detailed what criminal conduct they are examining. However, the focus appears to be whether intelligence officials misinterpreted, manipulated, or improperly handled information in producing the Russia assessment, a claim Trump and his allies have made for years. It's also worth noting that the Trump Justice Department previously indicted former FBI Director James Comey on false statement and obstruction charges. Though that case was later dismissed and remains legally uncertain. So, guys, what happens next? Judge Altogna could decide whether to intervene and restrict how the Justice Department assign judges or venues in the investigation. Meanwhile, the grand jury process continues behind closed doors. Brennan could ultimately face the charges, or the probe could end without any indictment at all. But the fact that his lawyers are taking this step publicly signals real concern about where this investigation is headed. So, guys, here is the bottom line. This isn't just about the John Brennan, it's about whether the Trump era Justice Department can reopen one of the most controversial chapters in modern American politics, and whether the courts will step in to ensure the process is seen as neutral, fair, and free from political influence. So, guys, that's it for today. Let me know what do you think on this case. Is John Brennan being framed, or are the charges against him are going to be proved true? Thank you so much for joining in today. And if you like this breakdown, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing daily headlines. Thank you. Mhm.